5 is the Raiders. Pros, quarterback, veteran pieces, desirable location. Cons, lack of young talent and depth, which the depth is the main problem in my opinion. They need to improve their wide receiver core. After what happened to Henry Ruggs, they really need another wide receiver on their team. That's what they need to draft in this year's draft. And desirable location doesn't make sense, but I don't know. Maybe someone will want to live there. Maybe that's what it is, but I feel like who's the interim head coach right now is probably just going to take the job. I don't really see them having another vacancy, but I'm not really sure. Who do you guys think is going to get the job for the Raiders? 6, the Bears. Pros, young quarterback, patient ownership, and cap space. Cons, missing draft capital and roster depth, which the cons isn't that, it's head coaching as well. The head coaching, Matt Nagy, isn't that good at it as well. That should be another con on there, and I'm surprised they didn't put it on there. Also, most of these are just patient ownership. How are all of them patient ownership? They just suck, so they don't really expect anything. Like, it's like if they were good, they obviously would want to be good. I don't really think they're that as patient as people think. What do you guys think of this? Number 7 is the Texans. Pros, draft capital. Cons, uncertainty at QB, executive ownership mess, and lack of talent. When you have to put executive ownership mess as one of the problems, it's honestly concerning just because they're really never going to build a good team around you if you have good players on your team. Look out for DeAndre Hopkins in that situation, how they just let him go. And I don't know, the ownership is questionable in general. They've had a lot of bad moves over the years and really haven't done anything to make anyone want to stay. And I don't really think not many people will be leaping and go the Texans as one of the options. That's why it's number 7 on here. And they literally have to put draft capital, which obviously are going to have a good draft capital because they're one of the worst teams in the NFL. Super Bowl matchup. If they win the Super Bowl, who would win, Packers or Bills? In my opinion, I think it would be Packers just because I think they have a bit better running game than the Bills do. And I don't know. The Bills have kind of been questioned about stopping the running game. I think they'll run the ball a lot with Aaron Jones and make minimal mistakes with Aaron Rodgers. And I think the Packers will outplay the Bills in the Super Bowl. This would be a very good matchup to see. I feel like a lot of these matchups they've been doing for Sunday night football has been the Packers on one of the NFC sides. So maybe they're predicting that they're going to be in the Super Bowl. I haven't really seen anyone else on this matchup except the Packers. Steelers could go win a world championship this year in Pittsburgh with Aaron Rodgers as a Steeler, which I don't really know if this is true. I don't see this happening. Their offensive line is horrible. So I think the same thing that happened in Big Ben would happen to Aaron Rodgers. After a time of getting hit multiple times, he'd probably just slow down and start just looking bad out there. Their offensive line was so horrible. And I don't think he should go the Steelers. Anywhere else, the Steelers. Probably the Broncos, somewhere like that. And that's probably the best option if he wanted to leave the Green Bay.